So I will share today's setups with you guys. It is the 29th of February and I am currently analyzing AUD/USD, and I am hoping for this nice short setup with 155 pips. Look, I don't know if it will 100% go down to this level. The only reason I'm hoping for this short swing trade is just because of the structure of this whole triangle, bullish, I guess, pennant or whatever it's called, flag. And I'm not going to say that it's 100% going to reject off here, then come all the way back down here perfectly, but it is more likely to, just looking at the structure. But regardless of the flag, let's disregard the flag. For me, this is bearish market structure. Also, this is, I guess, my A+ setup, where, first of all, it's funny because I did analyze this the other day, and I was going to get on the short trade, but I didn't because of analysis paralysis. And I would have had this nice short, right, from this point here, because you see this, I guess, this spinning top, whatever this is, with a bearish engulfing candle. That would have been my perfect confirmation to get in on the retest on the fair value gap. But I still have a chance to get in again, because this is a spinning top again with another bearish engulfing candle, and I am hoping right now there is a fair value gap right above here, and I've got short limits here, and it makes sense as well. This is what I love about Fibonacci's. They also confirm fair value gaps. It's funny how it all works. Like, they're always around the same level. The golden pocket for me is always around the same level of the fair value gap. Not all the time, but most times. And so it'll be around the 618%. My stop loss will be above here. And this is the dangerous part about, I guess, leaving trades in for too long, because obviously we risk getting stopped out, because it could definitely come back up to your entry point. But I'm not gonna, this is my bias, and I will see how the trade plays out. I do want to risk a lot on this trade, but to be honest, I'm going to do it with wisdom, and I'm going to only risk maybe 0.7% at the entry point, or 0.5. And then depending on how it plays out from there, I could probably get in on a short little retest and add more size to the position. And then hopefully I can get a nice chunk out of this, because to be honest, I've been on break even this couple days, which is actually pretty good, because considering how I used to trade, I was always in loss, and now it's like I get profit, I make profit, then I lose profit. So there's obviously been a change in my discipline. So I actually see it as very good news that I'm even break even. Like, I've kept these funded challenges for even over 3 weeks. It's actually a miracle because I mean, I usually blow, like last time I did this, I mean, this was a year ago, I definitely just blew the account in 3 days. I'm surprised at myself, to be honest. It's because I've really worked on myself, and whether I blow these accounts or not, to be honest, it doesn't matter, because I am seeing a lot of results already, just using funded challenge accounts, because they really force you to be disciplined. Anyway, enough of that. That's my AUD/USD trade. I don't see any AUD news coming out today that could possibly ruin this trade. I do see USD news coming out later on tonight. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I don't think it'll affect it too much. And if it does, it'll probably be a short little, I don't know, pump or whatever. If it's a dump, I don't know. But that's what I'm hoping for. And I will say, I was looking at EUR/USD, right? And for me, EUR/USD, because when I look at different currency pairs, I know the correlations between some of the currency pairs, and some of them have similar structure. Some of them move similarly. Oh my gosh, I can't say it. Some of them move the same, right? In similar structure. And for me, EUR/USD is the same as AUD/USD. But the problem with EUR/USD is, like, I do expect shorts here, right? But it doesn't give me much confirmation when this candle like, yes, it shorted past, you know, these strong support levels, which is a good sign of break of structure, or change of character. But the problem is it didn't close on the daily that way. So this could still come up a bit more. I don't know. Until that engulfing candle doesn't close on the daily, I'm not going to trade Euro USD, but I do see shorts here as well. And the last one, like, again, I'm still waiting for NASDAQ. So I actually wanted to get in on, so I've got two setups. I actually wanted to get in on, so my first A+ setup is the reversal pattern on the daily. But then when I see this is the second setup. When I see structure like this, and then a break of that structure, like breaking support, those, I'm pretty confident in those setups that they are going to short. And I usually get in on these fair value gaps. And it's funny because I actually did I did have sell limits set here at nighttime, right? It was literally when I was going to go to sleep. But because I felt a bit stressed leaving them on, because I know that I have buy limits set around here at the 50% for the NASDAQ, and I know it's quite volatile. Like, sometimes I'll wake up and it's done 2 moves in the span of 8 hours of me sleeping. So I didn't feel comfortable. Like, what if this didn't even catch my short and it just went down and bought up and stopped me out on my short? I just didn't want to risk that. I didn't feel comfortable. So I actually just exited. I cancelled my limits. But now obviously I woke up and I would have been like, oh, okay, well, that would have been a successful trade. And I do believe it's going to short around this area. We'll just see. So that would have been successful, but I didn't do it, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. And those were my setups for today. And I just will add, like, I've noticed in my trading, like, for instance, I did try trading the US 30 this morning just out of FOMO. Because the US 30, it's like similar to US 100, but different structure. And I saw that it's done a nice pullback near the 6180. Sorry. And I did have plans I actually had buy limits set on the 618, right, at nighttime. But it didn't hit. It actually rejected before that on this psychological level. And when I woke up and saw that, I sort of not freaked out, but I was like, oh. So it rejected before that. So does that mean it's going to be bullish from here? Because look, it made like a little bullish move up. And so I started getting a bit FOMO in the morning, and I started seeing, I got in around this area, to be honest. I was like, oh no, it's going to buy up from here. And it wasn't a confident trade. So it started to sell off, and I was like, nah, I'm getting out of here. So I noticed my discipline has actually improved. Instead of me holding trades that I know I'm not confident in, regardless if it is going to be bullish from this point, I'm not confident. So I actually got out, maybe I lost 0.3% of my account, which is like $30. But I actually see success in that because usually I'll hold my trades. Usually I'll make stupid decisions and I won't even get out because of this fear of, oh no, but what if I get out and then it's bullish and then I miss the trade? But it's like, you're not confident, so why would you even stay in the trade, right? So I'm just, I noticed that in those moments of FOMO, when you actually stop and you still your mind and you rewire your behaviors and go, actually, what are you doing? Get out of the trade. You're not going to lose anything. Don't have fear of like missing out on this trade. You've got other setups. You actually rewire your brain and you actually rewire all your disciplines to be a successful trader. What I noticed is my trading has improved, really improved the last 2 weeks just from doing this. It's intentional, I guess, behavior modification, but it's really renewing your thoughts in your mind. So you're renewing all the bad habits that you had in trading, all the fears, you have to do that in the moment of when you're trading. I understand, whenever I would make all these mistakes and then I would have, the trade would hit my stop loss and then I'll be like, oh wow, now I realize, oh, that was a stupid decision. I never really learned, because you always make the mistakes, but you don't actually, you reflect on it after, but like you still make the same mistakes over and over again because you're not actually slowing yourself down in the midst and present time of that trade, if that makes sense. You're doing it in like you're doing it after you've already done the mistake. So when you actually do it in the midst of it, you actually see results. You know, I've actually, my FOMO has decreased a lot. I don't know what percentage, but it's decreased a lot. And I feel like there's so much success in just training your mind whilst you are making these trades. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be uploading more soon.